to use this opportunity to recommend Lesbeth Multimedia to my colleague, Ura Bank managers and all other banks. In fact, they are doing well, especially their focus on rural banking program is actually projecting rural banking. And for that matter, I will encourage all colleagues to come on board and do business with them. Thank you very much.
Focus on rural banks, bringing rural banking closer to the people.
Promotion. Lexbet Multimedia, the printing solutions expert, is giving opportunity to corporate institutions to brand themselves at amazing discounts. Oh yes! Buy 2 8x8 branded canopies and get one free. Branded t-shirts, passbooks, mags, key rings, and various souvenirs at unbelievable prices. For more enquiries, please contact Lexbet Multimedia on 0501 583 127 or 0202 522 406. Lexbet Multimedia, beyond your imagination.
So let's start. Who do you think is or are our customers? Who, what, how, when, who? Customer service starts with knowing who you are. And we always say when we are doing trainings that if you don't know where you are going, one, every road will lead you there. And unfortunately, when you didn't get there, you don't know you are there. You'll still be going. True or false? So who do you think our customers are? Any answer? Anybody at all? It's going to be interactive. If I'm going too fast, please let me know. I just want to use the experiences so that when you remember the answer, you remember who said it and it sticks into our head.
Well, I don't know how this will change whatever you want to give to my managers here. But really, we don't have customers. We have members. And so I don't know how that will change. That's the idea behind the formation of people come together, put their resources together, and then enjoy from it. And so we have members, not customers.
So on the backdrop of what Doc has said, who do we think are our members? And I'll go further to add some meat to our understanding of the word customers so that Doc's point will be very enlightened. Regional manager.
I wanted to work on the customers.
You wanted to work on the customers? Yeah. Feel free.
So far as the credit is concerned, we are looking at those who patronize our products and services. And we always want to patronize it because of the benefits that they get from it.
Answer 6. So our members and all customers are those who walk in and patronize our services and look forward to continually enjoy. So it's great. Then we ask the next question, are our customers happy? Our members happy? Are we giving them value as they would want? Now, this is some studies that has gone on. It came from the World Economic Forum in 2017-2018 about how the future of work looks like. And we decided to put this together to give you an idea where the world is going with service delivery and service experiences. What is the essence of rebranding when you don't know how to use the tools necessary to achieve results? Now, when we talk of future of works, the question I would ask is, as we sit here, what would you say has been one of the greatest innovations of our generations? Even from Doc's age to ours. What would you say has been one of the greatest innovations? Somebody will say a car. Somebody will say an aeroplane. Somebody will say a mobile phone. But all these things continue to shape how we think and how we do our things. So the first thing we have to know is that all these things I'm going to talk about, they are 10. If you don't adapt to them, please know that you are dying or you are dead. That is the truth. So the first one says that we have to employ something we call complex problem solving. The world has now changed. Those who are successful now, those who are making it, even at the corporate level, are those who are solving problems. So, General Manager mentioned something. How do you make banking and all financial service products available to your members? Is it again by doing the laborious leg work, or you want to think of using technology to leverage service delivery? You have to think and solve very complex problems. And these problems differ from where you are to where he is. One problem that you solve in a particular way might be different from how you solve it in another way. So you have to have an open mind of how you are going to solve these problems. Are we on the same page, please? Am I going too fast, please? Okay. Now, the second one, and this is very interesting. It talks about critical thinking. We are used to doing things the same way. It's not bad, but there's always a better way of doing things. So you go to your members and the customer service person will say to the member, please fill this form. And the member would want to ask the question, why should I fill and bring 2 passport IDs or this particular ID? Then the person will say, Madam, ahano, san yellow. And we hear these things, we think it's normal. It is not. Now, critical thinking is going around the normal schedule, not breaking all the operational processes and guidelines, but giving the best to the member anytime and every time. The word here is anytime and every time.
Promotion. LexBet Multimedia, the printing solutions expert, is giving opportunity to corporate institutions to brand themselves at amazing discounts. Oh yes! Buy 2 8x8 branded canopies and get 1 free. Branded t-shirts, passbooks, mags, key rings, and various souvenirs at unbelievable prices. For more enquiries, please contact LexBet Multimedia on 0501 583-127 or 0202-522-406. LexBet Multimedia, beyond your imagination.
Macrowatch and LexBet Multimedia. Honestly, you've done a wonderful job for us at Association of Rural Banks this year by handling our social media so excellently. We really appreciate you and we want to say thank you. We look forward for a better year where your work will be more than excellent. We thank you. May God bless you and expand your business. Bye.
To use this opportunity to recommend LexBet Multimedia to my colleague rural bank managers and all other banks. In fact, they are doing well, especially their focus on rural banking program is actually projecting rural banking. And for that matter, I will encourage all colleagues to come on board and do business with them. Thank you very much.
Focus on rural banks, bringing rural banking closer to the people.
And here it says, we have to be creative. Creativity is in 2 parts. Even if you are born with it, it is a learned skill. You have to look at what other people are doing, what the industry is doing, and you ask yourself, how best can I add to what I am doing? So a member comes and says, I don't have this particular ID to open this relationship I want to have with you, but I have 10,000 Ghana cedis. And then you will tell the member, without the ID, I cannot open the account. So please take the money to the house, take it to EcoBank, is behind us. Then tomorrow when you get the ID, then you bring it. True or false? Hello? Am I preaching? Hallelujah. So you let the customer go with the 10,000 Ghana cedis because the ID is not specific. How best could you have taken that deposit so that the customer or the member would come back even though he might not have met the requirements as expected? What are some of the things you'd want to do? Okay. Good. Thank you. What are some of the things you'd want to? Would you want to talk to your supervisor about it? Can we take the money, open the relationship, and put a post-no debit on the account? Can we follow the customer and know where he or she stays, where he works? Are there any other customer or member requirement details we can get? Is there no member already in our portfolio that knows that particular customer? Is he a church member? There's something definitely you can do without necessarily asking the customer to go with the money. And we need this money. We need it bad. Compare the 10,000 from that member who walks in to how much you invest in paying your mobile agents to go to collect the money. And the risk, how much do they bring? How much losses are you making? Don't forget about the water and light bill I spoke about. So you have to be very creative. Again, don't be creative to the detriment of the institution. You be creative observing all the operational rules, compliance, and then the regulations. Are we okay? Now look at the next one. It talks about people management. And this is one critical thing if you want to succeed in the future as credit union. How are you managing the people? What are their core strengths? You need to do a SWOT analysis. You need to sit down, look at your team. Every day, think of how best to bring the best out of them. There are people who are slow starters. You need to push them. There are people who are fast learners. Teach them, let them lead. There are people, whether you roast them, you fry them, you toast them, the way they are, that's how they are. But they are good at something. Find that thing in them. Bring it out of them. If they are wrong, there are people when you tell them in their face, what you did is bad. For the rest of their life in the institution, they will never talk again. There are some, you have to call them out and talk to them. How are you managing your people? You used to have 5 staff, and you said when you add 2 more, you'll be better. You have added 3, you are under reverse. True or false? Oh, you are looking at me like I'm sharing a testimony. Or the preaching is affecting some people. People management. Your staff are not coming to work on time. And you are glossing over it because you couldn't handle it the first time they were wrong. Now they have grown wings and it's affecting other people. People management goes beyond the office. Because you are not handling and managing them well, the good news is that they will also do it to your members outside. And who will lose? I won't lose. Kua will lose. You will lose your salary, your 20%, you can't get it. Can I go on? Now look at the last one, coordinating with others. Now, teamwork is very important. On the backdrop of people management, how do you work with people? How do you coordinate? If in your particular union, there is something from another place you need to import and add to yourself, please go ahead. You have to learn to coordinate with people. People will not give you the feedback that you might want, but there's a way you go around it. So we say that when you are hit with a situation in terms of helping people to get the best, there are some people you have to jump over them. There are some people you have to go around them. Some people you have to go through them, and some under them. So whatever it is, there must be a going. So you have to choose your going. How do you coordinate? Are we on the same page? Okay.
Promotion. LexBet Multimedia, the printing solutions expert, is giving opportunity to corporate institutions to brand themselves at amazing discounts. Oh yes! Buy 2 8x8 branded canopies and get 1 free. Branded t-shirts, passbooks, mags, key rings, and various souvenirs at unbelievable prices. For more enquiries, please contact LexBet Multimedia on 0501 583 127 or 0202 522 406. LexBet Multimedia, beyond your imagination.
LexBet, there's some more boy. A t-shirt over the period. And okra time I starting mu year edwuma a microphone huye bebre na mo year first t-shirt 2020 soaring higher and higher now I started share pe and I started say train customers no ba more obi aba so opebi ye be we kra dia 7 na say ntie nche bia be hu mama ye more amanye because ama yada nso your peers no nti so ya beda mo ase mabo anye ya mi hira mo modwuma ni ntumpu.
Now, the next one, it's about emotional intelligence. Now, I would urge you all, after I get the slides, go ahead and read about emotional intelligence. It's one of the critical areas now in this dispensation. So imagine when manager was talking about the member who was crying about his money. And the manager would say that, Master, now says here cry, oh dear, 40,000, big cry, so need 100,000 cry and country and channel. You understand? Or your member walks in, has a problem, even your own staff has a challenge, and you don't empathize with the person. Emotional intelligence is simply putting yourself in the shoes of the person and let's get the best out of the situation. It might not be immediate, but you are the first point of contact. You give a person a soothing heart, the person feels comfortable and knows that he or she can rely on you. But the other bit of emotional intelligence is when you see a member or a customer experience person or a staff verily being attacked by a customer or a member who is angry, and then she unknowingly transfers that anger to the next customer who walks in, who doesn't know what might have happened before. I don't know whether you have experienced that. Or sometimes ourselves here, you are very angry from the house. We don't know what happened between yourself or your wife, yourself and your pastor, or the taxi driver, whatever happened, we don't know. And instead of leaving it at the doorsteps of your office, you enter the office with it. And then the first person you see, whether it's a colleague or a customer, you transfer it to the person. Has it not happened before? Hello? When you are looking at me, it's as if I'm at the wrong place. Am I at the right place? Now,
to the person, either a member or a customer, it makes the person feel uncomfortable. Here he is. Don't forget, whichever place your company is located.
The person took a risk to come to you. In fact, he woke up, whether he bathed or not, doesn't matter. He might have walked by other financial service institutions, especially a mobile money agent. Have you thought of that? Who he doesn't need plenty things. He could have loaded his money there, keep it on his wallet, and do his 1 or 2. He boarded a car, came to you, waited for you. Your premises open around 8:30. He is not angry by you because of the live soup yesterday that didn't go well, or the taxi driver that got you angry. You enter, and then the first thing the person asks you, oh, madam, and then there's someone being just hey, man, Ahorgba. Even if he's lucky, he will hear that from you. Sometimes the eye will use to look at the person. He will regret. And then the person leaves in about a week. You see him making a huge withdrawal and you don't understand. Please learn to leave your emotional issues at the entrance of your offices, right? Enter empty. After service or after whatever, when you are going home, take it and go. But don't bring it inside. It will affect us. In fact, it is affecting us. Is that not it? Are we on the same page?
Working with Let's Bet Multimedia for the past few years now. They've printed our t-shirts, our signboards, our brochures, our roller art banners, our passbooks, our receipt books, and anything about printing is by Let's Bet. Their services are superb. I recommend them to you for all your printing issues. Thank you.
Focus, focus, focus on rural banking. Association of Rural Bank, it's our duty to play an advocacy role for all the rural banks. This time round, we want to spread the news across to each and every one at any corner in Ghana that rural banks exist and they are meeting the need of the rural folks. Are you being part? If you are not, please, this is the time. Look in your catchment area. Look at the rural bank around and go and do business with them. And you will never regret doing that. Thank you so much for being part of us. Rural Bank, advocacy for development. Rural and Community Bank.
Now look at this one. It talks about judgment and decision making. Again, the timeliness of our decision is important. And in this era, any slightest misuse of time, which is the greatest resource now, is gone. So I heard General Manager mentioning about opportunity to put some 5% somewhere, whatever. Please say it now. There are a lot of test cases in the bank where people have sued banks for not giving them right advices. Yes, and you win. There was a case where a customer brought so much money and left it and traveled outside the country. The bank continued to be taking its monthly deduction. It's not bad. A current account, we're taking the money every month until the money got finished. So the customer came back and said he wants his statement, and they showed him a zero balance. He said, even after the zero, he was owing, you know, because he still has a current account. So he was like, why? And they told him, it's a current account. And they told them that, listen, I'm going to sue you. And the judge said, if it was you, we have something we call sense of purpose and judgment. You could have said, this customer, instead of, do you understand? You would have won both ways by thinking for and on the customer side and for the institution. The guy won, cry. So judgment and decision making is important. Any questions so far, please? Can I go on? Any question? Anything to share? Hello? Okay. Now, look at this one, service orientation. Like I said, the essence of rebranding is to position ourselves better than we used to be. Is that not it? Now, when we talk about service orientation, I don't want it to be a cliche, everybody says service, service, service. No. There is a need for you to understand that the beginning and the end of every activity of yours is to be service-oriented. And being service-oriented means that you are thinking of your members before yourself. So being service-oriented means that everything you do is not about regimentary processes. Like I said, creativity is important. You should think of how best to make the customer delightful. When we're growing up, when we talk about service experiences, people say the customer is this, the customer is that. Now, all those things have changed. That's why I asked the first question, who are your members? Because there are members that you thought because they were selling potatoes or oranges, they didn't know much. One day they will ask you a question as a manager, you tell them, Madam, why? Or my friend will meeting. Service orientation also means that being able to pull other good practices in the industry to add to what you have. You don't know it all. General manager spoke about a mobile banking platform for you to do business. You don't have it. So if a customer comes and says, how can I check my balance every day after I've closed from the market? What will you say? Any answer? You don't have mobile banking. You don't have internet banking. Do you have internet banking? Oh, talk. So me, a member, I have like 100,000. I want to know my balance today after work around 7 p.m. What will you say?
Fortunately for us, we have SMS alert.
Okay.
So with that platform.
So that is one. Then he says he wants to know the last 5 transactions.
We'll bring a statement for him. We'll bring a statement for him.
7 p.m.
The next morning.
Oh. But the guy, you don't know where he or she is, what he needs the statement for. By the time you are giving the next morning, EcoBank, Fidelity, Barclays, and other people have already given him what he or she wants. And you stand a chance of losing that 100,000 Ghana cedi. True or false? So what do we do? What do we do? This is a test case. So what do we do? You send him a mail, 7 p.m. This is a coconut seller or somebody who doesn't have an email address. He doesn't have an email address. In fact, when you were onboarding the person as a member, you didn't take an email address. Now you are telling us which email address. Mention it. Boss, mention the email address. Did you take the email address when you were onboarding the person? Oh, I said, did you take it? So give me the email address. You said you will send an email address, or
if he asks, that maybe I should say he want to get his or her answer.
Then I request for the email address.
And now request answer here.
No.
Did you hear the scenario?
So he one day the statement at 7 p.m. But the time he called, the time he was making the request, and I'll ask for that.
Then the next day you go and set up the email address. Or you can access the customer.
No, I mean I'll ask.
Are you able to access customers' statements on your phone? No. So even if the person,
what will you do? It's a test case. So. The next day, I'm sure you go to work very early. Sure. You want to say something?
In this case, I will rather ask details of what the customer actually wants on the statement. Is it the last 5 transactions, as you were saying? Do you want who made the deposits or how much was the deposit?
Okay, she wants all.
So you want all. Since you called me, then I will also do my best to call you at the same time that you want to.
Okay, so this is it. These are things that we should be thinking about. So I asked whether we really know our members. You get it? Relationship management here is important. Communication and product knowledge is important. Maybe at the point of onboarding the customer, you didn't even tell the customer that this product, do you understand? Their information should give, so the customer will not even think of calling you at 7 p.m. And again, relationship, the customer calls you, I want this now. Even if you can't help, there's a way you go about it. Do you understand? And you should be able to know by segmenting your customer base, your top 10, your top 20. Somebody who has 100,000 Ghana cedis with you, you should wake up every morning, pass by the person's house or shop before you go to work. Especially in this time. Especially in this time. You should call him, join him at church. If he's a Muslim, when he comes up for the mosque, you are there. When he's in church and he's singing and doing offertory, before he raises his head, you are behind him. I don't know whether you understand what the service has moved from the office. The service has moved from the office. So the guy is asking. And some of you, immediately the call comes around 8 p.m. You have saved it until Mami. The phone is ringing. You have seen until Mami. 1, you won't pick. You people, manager, I want to say something. It's a fear.
Yes. This era of growers, and you don't share so much to do. So as soon as you see the money, or we will grow another. That's the first that comes to mind.
Good.
So this is picking up. We have to wait and build. Should I go? Should I because we are afraid.
Good.
What is happening?
Good.
Like if I go there, oh, maybe this guy, some they tell me this guy, be a me. Okay, you explain.
Good.
So I'm telling you fear.
It's fear. Fear is good, but which is better? To pick and get the information or to create more problem of anxiety for the customer? So that's number one, you don't even pick at all. Number two, you pick the call and you are like, Madam, you're about 9 p.m. You're about 9. My breath, papa. Sebeya any later, why? Then you cut the line. The third scenario, you don't pick, you don't return the call in the morning. You are very familiar with the customer. You've even forgotten. You have so many problems in the house that you've forgotten about the customer who is paying your salary. True or false? And when he calls again, say, hey, then you make a genius call and lie that you were busy or your phone was somewhere. Now look at it. We are talking about negotiation skills. It is very important. We don't only negotiate on money and rates. We negotiate on good businesses and people to keep their investment with us. What are you telling your customers or your members? How well have you negotiated with them, especially in this era where they are coming for their funds?
Promotion. LexBet Multimedia, the printing solutions expert, is giving opportunity to corporate institutions to brand themselves at amazing discounts. Oh yes! Buy 2 8x8 branded canopies and get one free. Brand new t-shirts, passbooks, mags, key rings, and various souvenirs at unbelievable prices. For more enquiries, please contact LexBet Multimedia on 0501 583-127 or 0202-522-406. LexBet Multimedia, beyond your imagination.
I want to use this opportunity to recommend LexBet Multimedia to my colleague Rural Bank managers and all other banks. In fact, they are doing well, especially their focus on rural banking program is actually projecting rural banking. And for that matter, I will encourage all colleagues to come on board and do business with them. Thank you very much.
Focus on rural banks, bringing rural banking closer to the people.
Manager na on person best signing at the end. Is that not it? So you push the blame to the manager, and oh, I've gone too far, right? Forgive me, help me. Please, let's go back. Okay, so when we are negotiating, we should be very careful. Some of the rates, like general manager said, they are working on a package for all of us. When it comes, general manager, I heard him say, excuse me. I heard him rightly say that the banks are proposing to give it to us at 10. Is that not it? Hello? And we should do between 17, maximum 19. I know some of you will negotiate for 20. You will negotiate for 20. Do you know what you tell the customer? or the member, she will see kind of my engine is 20, push it for 20, I'll be you push for 20 when you can do a better rate for your own self and the company. Just that he has a better offer of 22% from another institution of the same amount. You are doing 17. And then you tell the customer, say, how no more dear, Master? The fact of Biani, we saw Biapa, you can go. So the customer will withdraw that money and go somewhere. You couldn't negotiate. By forgetting that that is your 20% salary that is going. Madam, I don't know whether you understand. We need to build these skills. And negotiating with somebody doesn't mean that you are always right. It's a process. Understand the member's position, put yourself in the company's position, and find an applicable solution. There are times you go the first time, it won't work. You have to go the second time, the third time. There are times your face, the customer or the member doesn't want to see it again. So you go with another person. There are times you even have to call chairman or somebody higher because you need the funds to sustain us, to pay our bills and our salary. Are we on the same page? Now, we are ending with this one called cognitive flexibility. And all these ones, when you go to the World Economic Forum, it's there. It's about how you can easily adapt, how you can be agile in such situations. There are things you don't have control over. That is true. That for you to be able to switch from a negative to a positive at any particular point in time, now is important. Because members will come and their expectations will vary. In fact, it won't cease. The same member who wanted something yesterday and you did, today wants something different that you are amazed whether it wasn't the same member. So you can't say what you wanted this morning. We gave it to you yesterday. Why do you want the same thing again? It is not in your power to say that. So how agile are you? How are you able to switch from one product to another? So typical example, there's this woman who used to sell something on a table, small table. And then for some time, you go there and you see that from the table, she has graduated to a container. In about 3-4 months, she has gone a little bit bigger than the normal container. One, a manager, you have been passing there, you see the progression, you don't care. Nothing breaks you. Your mobile bankers who go to the field has been bringing 10 cedis from that woman for the past 6 months, even though her business has increased. And you pass there and all you say is that, hey, Mami, where the Nyamia Shrano? First, no what table. It's our container. It's our shop. Nothing is breaking you. You are just walking, passing. And the mobile banker is also bringing 10 cedis from that woman. So the question you should ask is, who is supporting the woman or where is she getting the money from that I am not part of? That's why I ask, who are your members? If you know them, you'll be interested in them that something is changing or something has changed about how they are doing their things. And that should be a value judgment for you. So that person who used to have a normal savings or a product that you do daily susu, who now has a progression in her business, we should be able to graduate that person from this place to another place so that we can get more value. But you are still doing the susu collection with 10 cedis. And then another bank will come and take 100 Ghana cedis daily deposit every day. And you are there taking 10 cedis. But your light bill has increased. Your water bill has increased. Your telephone bill has increased. And you don't care. This one, it is not mobile banking or anything. You have to be very observant and know your members.
Promotion, promotion, promotion. LexBet Multimedia, the printing solutions expert, is giving opportunity to corporate institutions to brand themselves at amazing discounts. Oh yes! Buy 2 8x8 branded canopies and get one free. Brand your t-shirts, passbooks, Macs, key rings, and various souvenirs at unbelievable prices. For more enquiries, please contact LexBet Multimedia on 0501 583 127 or 0202 522 406. LexBet Multimedia, beyond your imagination.
Focus, focus, focus on rural banking. Association of Rural Bank, it's our duty to play an advocacy role for all the rural banks. This time round, we want to spread the news across to each and every one at any corner in Ghana that rural banks exist and they are meeting the need of the rural folks. Are you being part? If you are not, please, this is the time. Look in your catchment area. Look at the rural bank around and go and do business with them. And you will never regret doing that. Thank you so much for being part of us. Rural Bank, advocacy for development. Rural and Community Bank, together for progress.
Focus on rural banks, bringing rural banking closer to the people.
Now, let's look at this. Yesterday when I got here, one of our members saw me and said, credit union. I believe there's a response, right? So he said, credit union. What's the response? Me, I don't know. And so when he said credit union, I said, yes, sir. I don't know that. So he passed and he was looking at me, he was surprised. Every institution, every service delivery platform has a motto. When we talk of football, immediately I talk of Great Olympics. What are some of the names that come to mind? Accra Great Olympics, what do you say? Olympiotto, Olipopo, Oli Konson, Oli Rosalinda, Oli Kunkumbaja. They are all there. Is that not it? Now, when I talk of Chelsea, a football team called Chelsea, what comes into mind? And they say women's fellowship. Some people say the Blues. So as we are here, what is your motto? Aside the umbrella motto of credit union, you have to personalize the service orientation motto for yourself. What is your motto? What is your also known as AKA? What is yours? Yours is Nyamini Ewo. Aha. So now so what I've done is that I've used the word service. I've done it in an acronym. So that I try to explain so it becomes easier for all of us. So the first one is that service excellence should be our goal. And when I say service excellence, please, service excellence is not a destination. Like you don't drive, then you drive at service excellence like this. Today I have arrived. No. Excellence is a continuous process. And you can't say you are there until the customer tells you he or she is delighted. I'm not using the word satisfied though, because customers now you can't, or members, you can't satisfy them. Is that not it? Even you yourself here, you are not satisfied. So what is that service excellence? It should always be the number one thing driving you when you leave your home or when you are seated by your desk or when you are dealing with a member. That in this thing I am doing, I want the member to have the best. And even that best, like I said, it is not a destination because the person's experience and expectation can change. Please, are we on the same page? Please let me know if I'm going too fast. Am I going too fast? Good. Now let's look at the next one. It's enthusiasm. And this thing is a drive, a driving force. That thing that wakes you up in the morning and you are like, Charlie, there's something I have to do. And this is something that should be there. You don't have to negotiate this. You should have that enthusiasm towards the members and then for yourselves. It keeps you going. That in the midst of all this, there's something I want to achieve. And the first one is that excellence. Okay. Now the next thing is respect for our. So let me change the customers to our members. Mr. Chairman, forgive me. So respect is not lying down. Respect is not seeing the customer and bowing your head. No. When we say respect, it's a mutual benefit. And one of the greatest things I've seen about respect is a customer or a member walks in and see you smiling, irrespective of your problems. And then the person is like comfortable to deal with you. It should be a culture. In our local branches, some people smile on Monday. Only Monday. Some smile when they have a new shoe or a new jacket. Others smile on Friday because they'll be going out to hang out. It's a culture. The members see it. So members will choose when to come because you are in a good mood or a bad mood, which you don't know. True or false? Now look at the next one. It talks about vigilance. Again, I spoke about this about the customer or the member who had a petty shop and has progressed to other places. You should be interested in the activities of our members. And then be vigilant. For instance, a member you know cannot read or write properly, who you have been helping over the period, and then suddenly there's a withdrawal request of an amount and a nicely written withdrawal slip that it doesn't strike you. Somebody might be perpetrating a fraud. You should be interested in what is going on in the member's account. Somebody has never withdrawn more than 300 cedis before, and suddenly he or she wants to withdraw 3,000. You should pick a phone and call the person, oh, mommy, Adeyayo Bonidiana. Also, pay 3,000. Also, me, 3,000. Now, maybe the go ahead. Then you should know there's something. Or she will tell you, oh, maybe 3,000, you can turn your man. Even that gives you an opportunity to ask, oh, your man no can turn away. Do you understand? So if the goods are even coming before the money comes, you are there. There's a concept you call in banking operations and credits, follow the money. Where the money is leaving you and going, you should even follow the money and go to that person and ask the person whether he or she is part of a credit union. So that money gets there, you ask where he's going to use the money. The person is going to buy tiles. You have somebody in your portfolio who sells tiles. You introduce the person, so the money doesn't go to EcoBank or Fidelity. I don't know whether you understand. Yeah. But when the withdrawals are made, because we get some small LOSO. Do you know what is LOSO? Do you know what is LOSO? And if you don't know, I won't tell you. So LOSO is that small thing that they push under the counter for a good service. So you give the member 10,000 Ghana cedis, a loan or whatever. The member goes, your expectation is that he or she will pay. Where is the money going? What is the money going to be used for? Are you not interested? For all you know, if the person is taking it to Fidelity Bank or any other bank, or is going to give it to another supplier, which you should be interested. Maybe that supplier has not even heard that there's anything called a credit union. So you have lost the value. Please, am I making sense? The way you're looking at me, I'm afraid. Nobody should beat me when I'm going. Okay, now, let's go on quickly. We are talking about interest in what we do, commitment, and then employment and our jobs depend on our customer satisfaction. So basically, when you look at the acronym for service, this is what we've been able to put together. It may differ from your position or understanding of where you are, but the essence of what we are saying is that excellence of service delivery, one, is not a destination, and two, is everybody's business. And when we talk of excellence, please, customer experience or customer service is not a department. Please, it's not a department where there are issues that should be handled, and some of us think that it is for customer service or this manager, this manager. Everybody is a customer service ambassador. Everybody. Or member ambassador. Let me put it like that. Everybody. So I can't see you and ask you details of how to access a loan from a credit union, and then you tell me, no, you are not in the credit department. You are in charge of account opening. But you are wearing the credit union cloth and working in town. We don't care. So customer service or member service is not a department. It's for everybody. Can I go on, please?
Promotion. Lexbet Multimedia, the printing solutions expert, is giving opportunity to corporate institutions to brand themselves at amazing discounts. Oh yes! Buy 2 8x8 branded canopies and get one free. Brand new t-shirts, passbooks, mags, key rings, and various souvenirs at unbelievable prices. For more enquiries, please contact Lexbet Multimedia on 0501 583 127 or 0202 522 406. Lexbet Multimedia, beyond your imagination.
To use this opportunity to recommend Lexbet Multimedia to my colleague Rural Bank managers and all other banks. In fact, they are doing well, especially their focus on rural banking program is actually projecting rural banking. And for that matter, I will encourage all colleagues to come on board and do business with them. Thank you very much.
Focus on rural banks, bringing rural banking closer to the people.
Good. Now, every institution or every activity we do is guided by ethics and standards. Do we all know? Lately, you watch TV and there are adverts that they tell you this one has been vetted and verified, approved by Food and then is that not it? FDA. Have you heard of Mama G? Has anybody bought her product? Please raise your hand. Either you have bought it or used it before. Mr. Chairman, you have used it before. Mama G. You have experienced it before. Let's clap for our brother. He has experienced Mama G product. Please accept your blessings and your clapping. Let's clap for him. He said he has used Mama G's product before. Where is he? You want to see the person? Try it yourself. It will work for you. Okay, so what it is that we have a standard by which we should measure our activity. And that standard defines to a large extent our understanding of the service we want to deliver. Is that not it? So I've been able to coin something called proactive. So we are going to look at them and see what it means. The first thing is about punctuality. What time does work start? For all of us, what time? 8. Ordinarily, we should be able to get to the office by 7:30 if you are late. But some of us, even 7:45, 7:59, 8 o'clock, 8:10, we are still on the road to work. Customers will be waiting for us before we get there. It's a very bad sign. Here is somebody who doesn't know you, but for where you work and has brought you his or her money. It is his own money, it's not yours. So he has to come and wait for you to leave your house and come. And when you come and we tell you, you tell us there is traffic. But if you have a similar position to go for a job interview from EcoBank, 6 o'clock a.m., you won't sleep, you'll be there. But because it's quiet, you can afford to be late because the customers go school to manage you. Punctuality. And the second part, which is very unfortunate, is some of us will come to work 6 o'clock, which is very good. 8 o'clock, you open the shop floor for members. Good. 8:01, you are there in body, but your mind, only God knows where it is. Your mind. So how punctual are you in person and in readiness to serve the member? I don't know. Again, leave your problems at the door. Don't bring it inside. We have to be very punctual. It marks us 100% before the customer about your readiness and availability to serve the member. Are we on the same page? And please, as managers, don't gloss over people who come to work late. Don't. Because you are setting a wrong precedent that if he is late today and you don't take any punitive measures, either by verbal, writing, suspension, or anything, the next time he will also be late. And if he is late, you have no right to question him. I don't know whether you understand. Who wants to do services with you would tell the brother that, oh, I don't know, 10. True or false? And by that 10 o'clock, you have forgotten that competition is there. Let's discount the mobile money person. They even come to work around 5:30 a.m. True or false? Sometimes you can even call them at home. They will do a service for you. The banks open at 8:30. But your members know that you open at 9 and 10. Between that time, do you know how many mobile bankers of the banks that have gone to pick the money? Have you thought of it? And you are there, manager, air condition. You are changing TV channels, listening to radio. Hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. This one that, Mr. Chairman, I have to go with you. The way they are looking at me. I'll be leaving after my presentation, so I don't want anybody to attack me. Now let's look at the next one. It's about rapidity. How quickly do you respond to members' issues? Even from the customer service desk. What is the turnaround for a loan for a particular product? Is it 3 days, 4 days? If it won't work, please tell the customer quickly so he or she will know what to do. Some of us managers, either credit or branch managers, we take delight in delaying to sign a loan to make the process long. Then we tell the members that Charlie loan will be signed easy. So the customer, the member will feel that Charlie, it is you who did the loan for him or her. It's not right. There's expected SLA between yourself, a turnaround time, which says that when you say for this, I'll give you. It's the contract. That was what brought the customer or the member in the first place. So if it is not working, please tell the customer. It might not be able to go through this week, next week. But don't make it look as if you are the governor of Bank of Ghana and all the decisions rest with you. And you should watch the processes with your subordinates, your loan officers, your credit officers, the mobile bankers. Be interested in how they are handling customers' requests. There was a case when we were in Qatar the last time to do a training like this. There was this customer, while the training was going on, he came, he said he applied for a facility. For some reason, he's not heard anything. Who gave you who is your relationship officer? Let me put it like that. Then they mentioned a guy's name. Do you know the guy didn't bring the request to the branch? The guy didn't bring the request. So this customer was at his or her shop waiting to hear, but the request has not been brought. How many days, weeks gone? So if this person comes for his or her money, you think that is the devil. No. We should be interested. At your morning meetings, whether I do it every day, I don't care, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, ask them, are there any requests? Are there things we can do to help? It helps you be on their toes, so they know you ask them. But you don't care. A loan officer, 6 months, he or she has not brought any loan request. 6 months, any loan request. It's a spiritual issue. Seriously. So why are we paying the loan officer 6 months? What is the basis for your income? Where is your interest income coming from? 6 months. Hello? This one you are looking at me. Now look at it. Organization. Here. Some of us come to work and we watch our subordinates. They are extremely disorganized from the crown of their head to the soles of their feet. Their desk, their desktop, everything basa. Even if you ask them for one document, they don't even know how they save it themselves. Then how can they take up members' money? Organization means putting yourself together and doing things properly before the member even comes. Do you understand? So you should know where this is, where that is. You should know who to call for when you are in problem for this. Somebody comes that my money has been stolen. You say, hey! You start shouting. You forgot that other customers are watching. Somebody has a problem, challenging problem. You don't even know who to talk to. Tell the person, I had a problem with the onya. Are you working with Nyami in the office? Is Nyami a staff? Is Nyami a staff? No. How organized are you? And don't forget, as managers, our people are looking at us. You yourself, you are not organized. When we come to your office now, today, right now, when we go there now, it's a miracle. Papers, small papers, scattered all over. We have provided you with a waste bin, dustbin. Papers are on the floor. Why? Why are you doing this? Don't put your face down. Look at me. If you can see me, I can see you. And if you can see me, I can also see you. Everything on your desk is bad. But you expect your officers to do better. It doesn't work. They are looking at you. Are we on the same page? Can I go on? Please, smile small. Smile small. Now look at it. We are looking at accuracy. Again, consistency of information is very important. Look at the word accuracy and consistency. Now, we capture biodata or information of our members. And here, I'll go directly to mobile bankers and field officers. When you pick their passbook or their log, that thing, it's passbook, the one that they record, collection sheet, right? Some people, because they lack organization, collection, cancellation. Anytime you see cancellation, it's a recipe for fraud. Open your eyes. We have seen this. It's a recipe for fraud. They are not consistent in whatever they are doing. We have given you an area to go and do collection. When we call you now, you are somewhere which is not related to where you are. And you don't care. You have given them a target, a minimum of 20 members a day. They are bringing you 5, 6, even 44. So whether it is high or low, you should be interested. I don't know whether you understand what we are saying. Now, we look at teamwork. We look at integrity, which is very important, especially now that we are rebranding ourselves. Now, teamwork is spelled without an I. Can you see it? There is no I in teamwork. So it means that you cannot do it alone. And like I said earlier about people management, you need people around you. Manage the team well. A leader is not only the person ahead. Do you understand? And when you are foolishly going ahead, for lack of a better word, your people will pretend you are doing well. And before you look back, there's nobody there. And your integrity, again, all these things are at the managerial level. I don't know whether you understand. We are handling it at the managerial level with the expectation that you'll be able to translate it at the branch level. Integrity, please, ourselves. Once you do, which is I've seen before, you compromise your integrity and do a deal, either a rate, a LOSO, or something, and your staff see that you are also doing it, please, they can also do better by the grace of God. Is that not it? Madam, is that not it? Once you do well by helping a client to get a loan and the thank you is 200 cedis, if a staff does it and he gets 400 cedis, it is the grace of God. It's the doing of the Lord, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Is that not it? Let's finish quickly on this. We are creating value for our customer. It's a standard. The value we are creating should help the customer to choose between my credit union or my office against another person. So ask yourself, the past 6 months, what value have you created for your members? It could be a value of customer service. It could be a value of a good negotiation. It could be a value of solving a problem. It could be whatever it is, but you must necessarily create a value. The last one talks about exceptionality, which is just the senior brother of excellence. Here we are saying that always think of it. Always. We should be exceptional at any time, every time, in everything that we do with our members. Again, it goes for we, the managers, and then our staff as well.
this opportunity to recommend Let's Bet Multimedia to my colleague, rural bank managers, and all other banks. In fact, they are doing well, especially their focus on rural banking program is actually projecting rural banking. And for that matter, I will encourage all colleagues to come on board and do business with them. Thank you very much.
Focus on rural banks, bringing rural banking closer to the people.
Last but there's someone boy. One of my T-shirt over the period. And no cry time I starting in my year, Jumano. A microphone we baby. Na my year first T-shirt 2020. Soaring higher and higher now I started share pay. And I started say a train customers in the more. We be about your baby. You be we cry the 7 say. In the end, baby, whom am I more am I? Because ama ya dance so your peers no. So you better once. My boy, ya mi shram. We do one in tumpo.
Promotion. LexBet Multimedia, the printing solutions expert, is giving opportunity to corporate institutions to brand themselves at amazing discounts. Oh yes! Buy 2 8x8 branded canopies and get 1 free. Brand new t-shirts, passbooks, mags, key rings, and various souvenirs at unbelievable prices. For more enquiries, please contact LexBet Multimedia on 0501 583-127 or 0202-522-406. LexBet Multimedia, beyond your imagination.